Hey, in this video, I'm going to go over 8 AI editing features in Descript that you should actually try out. I've never used Descript to edit any videos, so this is really going to be more of an experiment of going through these 8 AI features that Descript says that it has and says that will help create a better editing experience. So we're going to jump in and hopefully some of them are actually valuable and you can take into your video edits with Descript. Okay, the first feature I want to talk about is text-based editing using the transcript. So when you drop a video into Descript, it automatically transcribes the video. So over here on the left, you'll see that this is all the transcript from the video that I had recorded here. And this is just like a test video I made. It's not like any specific video. It was made specifically to edit in Descript. So the nice thing is you can actually edit this. So like, let's say I don't want this first part in it. That's just kind of not needed. I can select that and hit delete, and it's going to cut that part out. So then when I hit play down here, okay, so this is a simple text editing. It's going to go ahead and start playing from the portion that I wanted to start playing from. And I haven't edited anything. I haven't done color correction or any audio correction or anything. I've just dropped it in. So that's the cool part about the first feature is it automatically puts the transcript together. It's very accurate and you're able to come in and edit any of this text that you want to drop out, any of the sections of the video that maybe you don't want to keep in, or maybe you had multiple takes. You can just select that and then delete it. Okay, so for the second feature, we're gonna look at green screen. And I have this little section of the video that I want to apply this to, and that's gonna be under here over on the look good section. There's gonna be a green screen that we're going to click on, and then right there you can see it automatically cuts out the subject. And so then there's some fine tuning here, and I did, when I shot this, I purposely shot it in a way that would be kind of difficult. So you can add borders to the green screen. You can add shadow effects or things like that. I'm going to try to look around. Like I said, this is the first time I'm in Descript, so I want to see how intuitive it is. And I'm looking around to see if there's a way to adjust any of the settings from the green screen effect. It doesn't seem to have any settings on whether or not I can edit the green screen effect itself. Now, when I click this, you're seeing it kind of cut out my arm, and that's because it's trying to cut out the boom mic. So you probably need to avoid things that are closer to the camera and in front of your body or the subject that you want to cut out. Otherwise, it's not going to know to keep that in there. All right, so this feature is the green screen feature. So I'm not using a green screen. I'm using a more dramatic lighting. So it does a pretty good job. I will say that if you take it into Resolve and use Magic Mask or something like that, it'll do a much better job. But for ease of use and be able to cut yourself out, maybe put a different background in here, this is a really easy workflow and simple to use without a lot of bells and whistles. Okay, so this next feature is one of the most interesting features I saw on their website, and we're just going to see how well it does this. So under visual effects, I'm going to hit the plus button here, and we're going to go down to eye contact. So this is supposed to make it look like your eyes are looking at the screen. So we'll click on this and let Descript kind of run through its process. And so there you can see it adjusted my eyes to look over at the screen. It obviously, without color correction or anything done to the image, it kind of does it a little bit itself to bring up some contrast so you can see it. And let me hit play and let's just look at this. Okay, so this feature is the eye contact feature, and I'm actually looking over here at a screen, a monitor, and just looking at some text on there that I'm talking from. But okay, so this does a pretty amazing job. This is such a cool feature. I will say it looks a little uncanny if you've seen me a lot, which I obviously do. The eyes are not exactly the shape of my eyes, so they're not exactly how I would look. And in this video clip here, so let me uncheck this, I'm looking quite a ways over to the side. Like it's not just to the side of the camera, it's like a foot over to the side of where I'm reading. So it's a pretty big adjustment for it to do automatically. But if you wouldn't know any better, hopefully this feature is using the AI to make my eyes look like I'm looking at the camera and not over here. It does a really good job of that. I mean, my eyes look a little big, and this one over here is like extra big compared to this one, but you know, those are minor things that, like, with the right setup, and if you were looking a little bit closer to the camera lens and maybe didn't shoot in log profile and those kind of things, and especially maybe if your face is a little closer to the camera, this would do an incredible job of this. And I think that's probably one of my favorite features of Descript that I saw on the website, and I think that's a game changer for those of us who maybe don't want to memorize the script or use a teleprompter. You can do things like this, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so this next feature is Studio Sound, and this is supposed to be able to take your raw audio and make it sound like it's coming through a studio EQ and compression and all the other things that it would do in the studio. I've applied it to this clip, and I'm letting the Descript AI kind of go through and process everything. So we'll just let this do it, and then check it out. Okay, so that took about a minute to process through, probably about a minute of footage. Let's just double check that. Yeah, about a minute of footage. So pretty quick. So this is what it sounds like before. I haven't even listened to it yet. Okay, this feature is Studio Sound. So this is going to take this microphone and automatically do some EQ compression and okay, so let's go back and let's turn the studio sound on and hear it from there.
Okay, this feature is Studio Sound. So this is going to take this microphone and automatically do some EQ compression and effects on it to make it sound like I'm in a studio.
Okay, that's really good. Like I obviously, like I said in the video, or the thing I captured here, I am using a studio mic already. So that does help that I'm using that studio mic. But you listened to the raw footage or the raw audio here. Okay, this feature is Studio Sound. Like you can hear all the echo in the room, and that's totally gone.
This is going to take this microphone and automatically do some EQ.
So this is a great feature, especially if you're shooting outside, or maybe you have one of those, you know, DJI mic, lapel mics or something, or even a cheaper mic. And you know, you have echoey room or just some other room noises. This is going to do a great job. I'm really impressed with that as well. I think that only took a minute. So like if you have a 20-minute video, it'll probably take like 20 minutes to process, or maybe a little under that. But it's well worth it because that makes it sound so much better without having to do any work yourself. Okay, so this feature is removing filler words, and I purposely had a bunch of ums and uhs and things like that. So let me play that real fast for you.
Okay, this section is for removing filler words like and.
Okay, so that is what I'm going to try to fix here. And so we'll just kind of bring it back over here. And to do this, you have the clip selected here, and Underlord is the name of their little AI feature. And so under there, you'll come to remove filler words. And so we'll just click that. And that allows you to all filler words here. We can click on avoid harsh cuts. But I did it kind of fine in the video, so I'm gonna just hit delete, and you can delete with replace with a gap if you want that space still there. Remove from transcript. I'm just gonna have delete and hit remove all. Okay, so if we go back here and hit play.
Okay, this section is for removing filler words like and things like that. And so this will be where I'm cutting those out.
Okay, so that did a really good job. It just kind of makes jump cuts. So this makes it really easy for you to kind of trim up the words that you don't want in there. You can notice that there was a couple ands in a row because I was listing out and those things. So you can delete that. I mean, you could just select one and say, I don't want that in there, and that's gone. But obviously what I'm saying in this video was meant to cut out the ands and uhs. So you're not really going to get that in your own thing. This is a quick way of doing a rough edit to get rid of all those words that don't bring any value to what you're saying. Okay, so this feature they list on the website is translation. So obviously I'm speaking English, but I'm going to hit the translate button here. And we can select what we want to translate it into. So I'm just going to translate to Spanish. And you can dub speech. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then I'll select the speaker.
Life is like a camera. Just focus on what's important. Capture the good.
We'll select Alex here and we'll hit submit. All right, so that did this for the whole section. I was trying to do it with just the one section, so it's generating all the different sections that I chose or that were in this video, which is not what I wanted, but I must have not clicked just that like selected clip. All right, so now it has it where I can hit play. So let's go to the feature we're talking about here, which was the translation. So let's do this here.
Así que si conoces el idioma que aparece en la pantalla, puedes dejar un comentario abajo sobre si esto realmente funcionó o si estuvo un poco.
Okay, so I have no clue if that's correct or not. If you know Spanish, you can comment below and let me know. But that's pretty cool that you can actually dub it in Spanish. And I'm sure, you can add captions as well so that, it's on the screen if you didn't want to dub it. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to undo dub generation. I'm not sure. This is, again, I'm brand new to this, so I don't know how to get back to where it was my normal edit. So we're going to just undo this again and get back here. That's pretty cool to be able to generate some translations if you want to make multiple videos or you have a specific project that is for, a language that you don't speak. You're able to still translate it and put it out that way. Okay, so this is a pretty common feature for most software nowadays, but we're going to test out the captions. So if I were to select, and I don't know what happened to my timeline here. It disappeared from the bottom and I don't know how to see this. I think show timeline. All right, there it's back. Good. Okay, so here we go. We have our clip and I'm going to click captions. And I'm pretty sure you can just choose any of these designs. So what I did last time, I left it on all scenes, which is all these scenes. I split these into scenes because I wanted to do just small sections. So I need to make sure to click this scene. That's what I did wrong on the last feature of translation. So we're just going to come down and I don't know, we'll just do, let's just do this one right here. So we'll click it. And then it's going to drop it in here and it should just take exactly what's in the transcript over here and put it on the screen as captions. Let's hit play.
Okay, so similarly to translations, this is going to give you captions. So this is the auto caption feature in Descript. And the AI is going to be able to take the transcript.
Okay, that does fantastic job. And I think you can come in here and edit these. You can also come in and adjust it and it'll put a different one on here. So let's say we wanted to do this instead. We can bring that down and now all of a sudden we have a totally different.
So similarly to translations,
style,
this is going to give you
captions, excuse me. And you can just go through and do all of these. They have those bases, but again, you can also edit the different colors, the effects, the animations, those kind of things you can do on the fly. Okay, so the eighth and final thing is an avatar, and this is where you can use an AI speaker or a different person than yourself and just use audio. So I backed out of the project we were just in, and you can do it from the home screen here, create with an AI speaker. We'll click on that, and Descript will load kind of these AI speakers, and I kind of already used like a Alex, camera. So why don't we just use Alex again here? And hit choose speaker. So now we can look at the gallery. They have all these gallery of people, but you can also drag in an image of yourself or someone else or whatever, and they will use that as well. I'm just going to use what they have in the gallery, and I don't know, let's just choose this guy right here, and then assign avatar. And so now we have to give the avatar something to say. So this is where you drop your script, or even I just copied a portion of my transcript from the other video. And you saw it clip in there for a second and then it switched it out for the avatar. Let's hit play and see what this does. Okay, so now that I've clicked the done writing, I can come over here and click generate avatar, which I'm assuming is going to take a little bit, and I only have 10 minutes of avatar, but that's okay. We have 25 seconds here. Okay, before I even hit play, I will let you know that took about 3 or 4 minutes to generate this avatar and lip sync it to the text and transcript, and it's about a 25-second clip. So that is a big gap, which means the longer the video is, the more likely that's going to take hours probably to render out and generate an avatar. So let's hit play and see what it sounds like and looks like.
Okay, the eighth and final AI feature is the avatar feature. And this I have not used before, but hopefully this I'm able to use and put a different avatar, a different person's face on screen.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. I do think that this feature is a little bit of a gimmick. The quality of the video is very low. Obviously, with AI, you can just see the teeth are always messed up and the lip sync is pretty good. If you're in a pinch and you have to put someone's face on there and do this feature of using an AI avatar, then at least it's here in Descript and you can do it. But I think limitations are there as far as how long it takes, how cumbersome this process is. So I don't think that this is a feature I would use. I don't know. You let me know what features in this video you looked at and thought were pretty cool. Drop those down in the comments below. I loved the eye contact feature, the studio sound. I always love being able to edit with a transcript and just copy or delete text out, and that edits the file for me. Pretty cool that you can get rid of all the filler words as well, and there's gaps and things you can cut out automatically using AI. So drop the comment below on what your favorite feature is, and if you want to download Descript, the link is below. You can go over there and do a trial or a free version. Now, the free version won't have a lot of these AI features. You'd have to do the paid version for that. But if you're looking for an editor that is simple to use, you're maybe not coming from a professional background, but you want something that can kind of take all the weight off of you as the editor, Descript has a lot of features that I really enjoy working with, and I might even use on a few projects later, but probably not the avatar one. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit like and comment below and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.